Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good evening, everyone. Those watching at home or the workplace or wherever you are. So, welcome to Everton Supporters Club Malaysia's special edition. Or this is a special edition, Zoom recorded Zoom call, limited edition. Because tomorrow night, actually tomorrow morning, the next morning, we'll be hosting Manchester City. In the FA Cup quarterfinals. So today with us, we have three special guests. These are the three-piece, man. The three-piece of the SCMs. So we have two past presidents and the current president. So ladies first, I would like to say hi to Lin Chu, our current president. Hello, Lin. How are you? And
hi, everyone.
And we have Rick. Yeah, Rick is our immediate past president, and hello, also to Brandon. Brandon is our inaugural president. Yeah, Everton Supporters,
the original
Club. Yes, the first president. Welcome, everyone. So, for this Zoom call recorded session, actually, we're going to discuss a bit on the quarterfinals against Manchester City. So I'm going to ask a few questions. I'm going to pick the heads and minds of all three of you, not to pit the three of you against each other. You know, you all of you got different questions, but I just like to get some input, some insights into what you guys think about our match against Manchester City. So before we continue, I would just like to share with you some trivia. Some of it is actually I just got to know about it also. For example, we have won more FA Cup matches than any other club. That's a record. Also, we have played more quarterfinal ties than any other club. That's also a record. And we have progressed through the most FA Cup rounds against any other clubs. Also, at the same time, we also hold the record of losing in the most FA Cup finals, 7 FA Cup finals. And for us, I think the last time we were in the finals was in 2009. Yeah. So without further ado, ladies first lah. I have a question directly to you.
Shoot.
So yeah, where were you exactly when we played Chelsea in the 2009 FA Cup final? Because I remember for the rest of us, we were in Cock and Bull. Yeah, I think together with Brandon, but Lin Chu was not around. So Luis Saha recorded the fastest goal in FA Cup history, just after 25 seconds. But in the end, we lost lah. You know, goals from Drogba and Lampard. So where were you, and how was the overall feeling?
I was actually watching Home Alone. I mean, I hadn't heard of ESCM during that time. I know you all had a great party. I was just watching Home Alone, and after the high of getting through the semi-finals, especially with Jack scoring the winner, it felt very hopeful. But after Saha scored the first goal so early in the game, you kind of get nervy, right? I mean, think gosh, now you got to hold on for 90 minutes.
And it's Everton.
And
it's Everton. Yeah.
And Everton has always got to do it the tough way, so it was very, very nervy. And as usual, maybe being an Evertonian, it kind of conditions you to be negative or something. When you lose, you kind of think, oh, right, yeah, that's the Everton way.
Okay, all right. So, it would have been great if you were with us, but look where you are now. Wow, the current president of Everton Supporters Club of Malaysia, Okay. Kita tepuk tangan dia, big hand to her. Now, Rick is he is a walking encyclopedia. Put it this way, he can recall facts numbers and whatnot. So I'm going to ask him a very traditional
Scored
question.
one goal, how?
He can actually BS us. We wouldn't even know with his confident face. Okay, so is playing cup fixtures different from league matches? And if so, why is that to you?
Yeah. Firstly, thanks for having me back here. Sure, it's always good to be back home. So ever since I stepped down, I wanted to let Lynn have her own space and not let me be busybody disturb her work. Because when I stepped down, when Brendan stepped down, Brendan never disturbed me as president. So I'm returning the favor. Okay. The thing about cup final matches is that there is a finality, and when there is a finality to the match, I mean, I know the FA Cup matches have replays historically,
Right.
but this season and last season in particular, there is no replay. So the finality of the match will normally put the intensity more enormous on the players. So it's quite common for players of any league and any cup, any club and any tournament, for them to put a far more intense experience into the game. So I expect the Everton players, knowing that this is probably their only chance to win a cup this season. We have lost the League Cup. We should have lost that one to the Manchester United. I felt we could have taken them. And then there is no way we're going to win the Premier League this season. So which means the FA Cup is the only one left. So I expect our players to come out raring, and then hopefully with the mindset that this is the one and only 90 minutes plus extra time, they will go for it. Hopefully.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, understandably, it goes both ways also, I guess. With Manchester City, they have ambition with Pep, at the helm. Brandon, talking about Pep, let's talk about Ancelotti. So, Rick said, he wants to see the team go all out. But what about you? Do you think Ancelotti will go all out against Manchester City?
I think so. I think that's the only way you can go, because he knows that. Because you listen to how he talks about the club and about the fans, so he understands the fans. And sometimes weirdly, I even think he loses some games because he doesn't put everybody inside. He's putting them aside for these games. That I got that kind of feeling. So I think he's putting it all in because he knows the fans really looking for a cup somewhere, and I think he'll go all out. We didn't really do well against City before this in the league, but again, like what Rick said, the intensity of the 90 minutes, that's the only one. You lose that, you're not going to go to next round or anything. So he has to put the people in. So the lineup is going to be very interesting, I tell you.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of news about who's injured.
Yep.
I don't know what he's going to do and whether what is real or not real.
We'll get into that later a little bit more.
Yeah.
So talking about Manchester City, the last time we won against them was in 2017, and then after that we lost 6 meetings. And Man City recorded a staggering 24 wins out of 25, and for us we did okay. We got 9 points out of 15 in the last 5 games. But, we are going to this tie with 2 consecutive losses. So now we go to lead. So do you consider this meeting as a David versus Goliath kind of cup tie? And if so, what would be our strategy or weapon of choice? It won't be the rock and the sling, isn't it? So how are we going to slay Manchester City? What's the strategy?
Well, it's definitely a David versus Goliath kind of game. I mean, we used to be their bogey team, but no longer that last couple of years. I mean, they've just got such great depth in their squad, which we don't, and plus all the injuries that's mounting up currently. So the thing is, to win this game, we have to score, right? And we're not exactly free-flowing in our goals. And so we really have to up our creativity, but I'm not sure how we're going to do that without James and the Korean and a whole lot of other players who are injured.
Right.
So, and the other thing also is that City's defense has been pretty solid, right? Aside from the derby, they've put up quite a solid performance. So to break through that defense,
John Stone.
yeah, John scores. So it's quite hard, but unless he scores for us. Yeah.
He might.
And plus, if Pickford and Olsen are not going to be playing, if it's Virginia up as a goalie, I think our defense really has to be very tight. I don't know. Maybe we can we can go on the counter,
Yep.
But again, yeah, Carlo is a master tactician. I have no idea what he has in his mind. He's always surprising us. So, yeah. I do trust that he'll have something in mind, in his plan.
So according to Lin, in Kalah we trust. So everyone keeps talking about injuries. So looking at our injuries list, Rodriguez is out, Curry, Pickford, and most probably Olsen. So, Rick, who would you start in that case and why?
I got to say it's a very difficult question to answer. Very difficult.
That's why we choose you.
Nasty, terrible, yeah. But let's start from the back. I think we have no choice. We have to go with our young boy, Virginia. He looks quite commanding in his game the other day against Burnley. But we were disappointing against Burnley as usual. So I would slightly differ from playing defensive. I think we kind of have to press them from the front, but playing compact. But we cannot play high line defense at all. That will be suicidal. But that is how Manchester City forces teams into their trap. You see what they do, Shah. If you study the game very well, because they are so commanding and so threatening. So teams normally play deep and right outside the penalty box.
Right.
So that means, and then the striker, of course, our striker is right the other end of the penalty box. So which means Man City got a lot of space. And in football, it's all about space. It's like the tenant of our former stadium across Goodison Park, the other team. Right? That team, the way they play, they forces their defense all the way up and compresses the opponent. So therefore, the opponent only got a very tight place to play, and they have three commanding defensive midfielders to block people to play. But in recent times, they've been losing because people have found a way to play behind them. Plus, their one or two defenders are injured. So for Everton, we don't have the quality to play a high line of defense, because one lob and Michael Keane won't be able to chase back. Maybe Godfrey may be able to, but there's only so much Godfrey can do. So which means we have to play right outside the penalty box. Then once again we fall into Manchester City's trap. What I meant, what earlier I said is that while we play at the back, what we need to press them. So if there's one, if the ball is on the right side of our field, then our left back and our our right back and our right wing, all must press at the same time, and the rest must surround that three players, so that if they move around, then we have enough cover. Also, if you see the way Manchester City play, they are like a mathematic formula. They play on the mathematics that you draw out the player, the dot of the lines of the players. It's a fluid movement up and down, which is a very Pep Guardiola play. But more importantly, it is driven by data. He has all the data. He knows how the player run and work. So he then, like Moneyball, he came there, put them together and came like that. So for us, I think the only way we can do is not too high a defense, reasonably in front of the penalty box, but our pressing must be really effective, which means we need 11 very fit players, 10 very fit players who can press all the time. So which means players like Tom Davies may not be the best player because he's not a good presser. And we may need to push Ben Godfrey or Holgate into defensive midfield. And then we can't really play Gomez. Gomez is slow.
Yep.
And I hate to say this, but Sigurdsson is actually better than Gomez. And Sigurdsson has always been inconsistent.
With the-
On his good day,
good
Sigurdsson is actually better than most. Okay,
But
right.
the good thing is, before I go, the front two of Richarlison and DCL, they are very good presser. They really can press. But there's only so much the front two can do.
Yep.
So
Okay.
that's my proposed strategy if I'm the
All right.
manager.
Brandon, please take note. Once after you edited, please send this recorded video to
Ancelotti,
See
yes.
whether
Okay.
he listens.
Yeah.
All right. Now to Brandon. Simple question. If Brandon,
Simple
if
question, hard
Everton,
answers.
if Everton were your team, what would you say to the players right before they go out to the pitch? What would you say to them?
Oh my God. You put me on the spot here, my friend.
Mm,
This is a killer thing to do to me.
mm.
Well, you've got the 90 minutes to make something happen. I wouldn't know really. I'm stuck because at the moment, right, I'm sure Ancelotti gives them a really good pep talk and things like that, but they have not responded. I don't know whether it's the situation that he's putting in, or like Ancelotti likes to tinker a little bit with against different teams. So sometimes the smaller teams it doesn't work that well.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work against Man City. I hope that this time he's found a way after trying 3 times during the course of this year, and maybe get it right this time lah.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know what to say except go out there and win the game for the fans
Kick
who are
their
not
ass.
in the stadium.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we are in the quarterfinals. There are 3 other matches going to be played. Chelsea is rated to progress to the semi-finals because they're playing against Sheffield United, and we have Leicester against Man U. Both of them are very strong teams, and also there's another cup tie between Bournemouth and Southampton. So if we were to progress to the semi-finals, so would you rather meet a lesser team immediately in semi-finals, or how? So I'll go to Brandon first. Which one you choose? You choose to the strong first, lesser later, or lesser first, strong later? How? As long as we reach the final, or what?
Yeah, I again being someone who looks at the latest trends lah. I'd actually go for the harder team first, the tougher team first, and then do it because we've lost to the low teams, the lower teams, and we've won against some of the top guys. So no, maybe going against Man U, we'll beat them and go up to the finals. We never know.
Oh,
So if you ask me just like that, I'm crazy enough to say let's go for the big guys and then.
okay. How about you, Rick? Do you agree with Brandon?
I share the same sentiments. We seem to struggle against. I mean, we struggle against Burnley, Leeds. I know people talk so much about Leeds, but they're Leeds,
Yeah.
and then I know my Leeds friends will be upset, but with respect, this is not the same Leeds. And then losing to Fulham, and to me the other one was horrible. Newcastle.
I'm not going to mention that. You had to go there.
And all this at home. And the other one is West Ham, but at least not so bad because they're doing quite well,
Yeah.
But still, these are things we never lose at home. So I think we should just go for Chelsea or Man United, actually.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But let's first go through Man City lah.
Okay. Okay. That one will come later. So now to Lin. So lesser team, strongest team. Oh.
I mean, on paper, it always sounds better to go against the lesser team first, right? But again, I think I agree with everyone, it's like the lesser teams seem to be a lot hungrier. So at the end of the day, I guess it doesn't really matter. Just go out and win it.
Okay.
And
So
it is the FA Cup.
Yep.
There is a difference. FA Cup, the underdogs fight like hell.
Yeah.
It's only there's no home and away. They only got that one chance, and that's it. They're going to go for it.
Now, to those watching, now we know why these 3 are presidents, because now we know they agree on some stuff, and then for this one, they actually agree to go against the stronger, the toughest team. We'll see. But like Rick said, we must win against Man City. So with that, and we don't have much time. I think we have less than 5 minutes. Predictions, please, all around. Yes, one more time. I'm going to see whether Lin sticks with prediction earlier. So the score, and the next question is it within regulation? Are we going to go to extra time, or in the end penalties? So how? First thing first, we'll go with Brendan. So Brendan, prediction.
No extra times.
No extra time.
It's going to go, and again, I'm going with my heart and not my head again now.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be a 2-1.
2-1 to Everton. Just to be
2-1
clear.
Everton.
Okay, just to be clear. 2-1 to Everton. Okay. And Rick.
I think we are going to lose 2-1. Sad to say. I mean, I want to win. But I really cannot see us winning this game.
Okay.
And I know many Everton fans, how the F can the president of the club says this, But the reason why we are nice people, Evertonians, because we speak the truth and we are pragmatic and realistic. My heart says that we can win this, but my head tells me.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Wait.
There's only one advantage we have.
One fella is using the heart, the other fella is using the head. So now I'm gonna ask Lin, see what she's using. So your prediction.
I'm going with my head as well. I'm sticking with my prediction of 3-1. City is going to win 3-1, but I'm hoping that they will prove us wrong.
Okay.
And I want Brendan to be correct. This is one time. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be wrong. Yeah.
Right. Okay. For the record, just to recap what I predicted earlier, I predicted a 2-0 win for us at home.
Wow.
So it's going to be a record of sorts. It's going to be a record of sorts. Winning against Man City, winning at home, and a clean sheet at home. Can you imagine or not? And then we're going to lose in the semi-finals. Oh my God! This is Everton. We can do a lot of things that suddenly, for no reason. So, but let's take it one match at a time. So, with 4 of us here, 2 has predicted for a home win. Well, the other 2, I'm not going to mention the names. Yeah, you can actually rewind and, so 2 is predicting a loss. Any final words to the Everton team and to all the supporters? I think this will go up, to the rest of the world outside there, English-speaking world. So, anyone? Rick. Rick will always have the last say. I don't know. That's another thing. Lin is smiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should let Lin and Brendan say.
Okay. All right. 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes
then
left.
I will have the last say.
Okay. 2 minutes left.
I'll start off. To the Everton team, please. Our hopes are with you, and I think can do it. And this is the one chance for us to choose to prove that we can at home against Man City. And maybe my prediction or Shah's prediction will come true. Let's see which one.
Okay.
To
Lin.
me, the FA Cup is really, really important. So, this is more important than winning the league title for now.
Wow.
So, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
That's got to be it.
And finally, Rick.
So is it? I have the final say.
Okay.
No, we have one
You know
thing.
why? Because it'll be the longest.
Yep. Let's make
1
sure
minute.
I do the long
1
one.
minute.
It's going to be a very long 1 minute.
Yeah.
But we only have one advantage. It's just they played on Wednesday. That's the only advantage we have. They played on Wednesday and they played in Champions League against a tough opponent.
Right.
And I assume Pep will rotate. But unfortunately, we don't have the best players. So for the players, if they ever hear any of our message, really all you gotta do is put your hand to the heart, put yourself out there, do what you can. Play for the batch. Play for the batch.
Play for the batch. Actually, the last say is from me. Our club motto. Don't forget. New status this year. Okay, good luck guys. Good luck. Come on, you Blues.